Stevie Ray Vaughan. Stevie Ray Vaughan is the greatest electric blues player of the modern era. Hands down. Don't even argue with me. I'll ban you from my channel. Just kidding. Listen, Stevie Ray Vaughan has always been a favorite of mine. God rest his soul. Listen, I've had this poster hanging around my shop, this old black and white poster I got, and I've had it for years and years, and I've wanted to make a frame for it for a long time, but I couldn't really decide on what type of wood, what kind of finish, and what style I would do it in. Well, I finally got the ball moving, and this is the design that I came up with. Now you can see it's fairly simple, doesn't have moldings, but this mimics a lot of the architecture in that area, especially the historical buildings from that area and the design and furniture and so forth. Now, I decided not to use factory wood. In fact, I decided to use barn wood. And so what I did was I went to this old barn that they're getting ready to tear down and make way for some buildings. I went in there and I took a couple boards out of there, and that is what I made it out of. I got some wood out of that old barn. I've got some nice long lengths here. These are about, I don't know, 10 inches or so wide. Some of them are even longer than that. These were the plankings for the upstairs. These are full 1-inch thick boards. It's pretty nice stuff. It's got a lot of weathering, which is what I'm looking for. Now, one of the things that's interesting, I don't know if you can see that grain. Look at that. That's all quarter sawn. You see how that grain is stacked all the way up? That's why this board has lasted so long. I got my pieces kind of rough cut. I cut them a little bit long so I could play with it to see how much I need. This is kind of the basic layout. And these boards were fairly straight, but there was a little bit of twist to them, of course. I don't think that's going to be a big problem. Let's see how close these are. Not very close. So I'm going to take this one and use this as a pattern and redraw this line so that we're a little bit more symmetrical. I'm going to take this and I'm going to roll these edges to give that more of a distressed, weathered look. Okay, now we've got all our pieces cut out and fitted and everything. Now what we're going to do is we're just going to join this frame together. I'm probably going to use the biscuit joiner, maybe a couple pocket screws, and this thing should go together pretty easy. Okay, we got this thing all put together. Got a few pocket screws and some biscuits. And this thing's now ready to have this little rabbit cut in around the edge for that poster and for the glass to sit into. And what I decided to do is put this piece of paneling on here because the back of this thing isn't real flush at the joints because the wood's, of course, a little bit warped here and there. And I didn't want to be bumping along as I went. So I'm going to use this paneling kind of as a float to give it a nice ride. Let's see how that works. Not bad. Okay, man, we're coming right down to it. I got it all together. Now we're down to the finishing stage. I didn't think that the natural color of that wood, that weathered wood, matched the black and white of the poster. So I am going to have to go dark with it, almost a black in color, and I think that will come up much better, and the colors will match a lot better. I'll show you what that looked like in the natural state. Take a look at that. To me, those colors just don't go together that well, so I am going to go with the dark. So let's get busy staining that.